Hello, everybody. This is White Wolf, and this message and also healing energy coming into this live feed, we're going to be talking about seeing ourselves as experiences. What does it mean to be direct experience? What does it mean to really experience anything? Because we've experienced everything in the heart of consciousness before we've ever experienced anything. So every past lifetime, every time that we've awakened, every time that we move, every time that there is a set of motion, a set of manifestations, a set of realizations, a set of newfound consciousnesses and awarenesses appearing inside of each other, and understanding that direct experience is the direct perception of everything known that is experienced within your own consciousness. Everything has been experienced within your own divinity before you've experienced it. So in a sense, you have done everything that you've ever done. You have experienced everything 10 times before you have ever experienced. You've never had a direct experience of another person. You've only really experienced yourself and other people. But you've never experienced another person. You've had experiences intertwined with other experiences. But what is direct experience? Direct experience is realizing that you are the I am being channeled, and you're channeling the appearances and the manifestations and the self-realization as it is being present, because that is what seeing ourselves as experiences are. So seeing ourselves as experiences, meaning that there is a range of motion, there is cause, there is a sense of direction, there's a sense of above and so below, and there's a sense of correspondence. And when you have this correspondence and understanding that every direct perception and experience and activity, in a sense, is realizing itself and understanding itself. So experiencing is literally just tapping in and immersing yourself in to the glory of manifestation and the glory of continuous simultaneous awareness. So whenever you are experiencing your I am presence, you're actually just experiencing God. And when you're experiencing God, you're experiencing those hidden realms within yourself, those hidden gates within yourself, those ancient gates that have been closed for so long. So when you open that and you shatter the door of consciousness and you allow yourself to know that it's not a door, it's not a wall, it's not a set of steps, but direct experience is tapping deep within the cosmic codes of your heart, just tapping right in and dipping yourself into that Milky Way of transcendence. You're dipping back into your spirit. You're tapping back into that transcendence. So direct experience is knowing that you don't have to know, is knowing that you are here and that you are aware and that you're present with the simultaneous moment-to-moment experience. So seeing yourself as an experience itself is seeing yourself as God sees you, and seeing through that eyes of God, and seeing through the eyes of transcendence, and seeing through every single illusion all at once. And you're seeing through every different type of illusion, every type of reality, every type of state of being, and every type of consciousness. You're seeing through that, and you're disassociating from what does not need to be there. So what I want you guys to understand also, I wanted to allow you guys to know that I have a $50 special for psychic readings, healings, activation codes, downloads. So if you would like to take heed of that, I have a Cash App, and I also have a PayPal in the comments section. So Cash App, White Wolf, the Oracle, and paypal.me/Jacob, JAKOB, DYLANWOLFE. But I really wanted to dial in on the sphere of experiencing, what it really means to experience God, what it means to experience a meditative state, and what it means to just immerse yourself in every type of experience and to be joyful in every experience. Because every experience should be a burst of star magic, a star blast. It should be a sonic boom every time that you immerse yourself within a direct experience of the Creator, the direct experience of that oracle of Loveline Wisdom that wants you to know yourself, that wants you to stretch yourself out, that wants you to expand upon every single emotion and experience and sensation and make it be like this, to where it is just keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps expanding, it keeps stretching itself, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and wider and wider. It's like whenever you give messages, there's a charge. All of our words have power. Our declarations have power. Our affirmations have power. The way that we meditate has very much power. So no, I'm not a Christian. A person asked me if I'm a Christian. I have come from the Christian faith to understand my psychic abilities and to tap into spiritual enlightenment. But enlightenment is heightening the senses of perception. It's heightening the senses of me. It's heightening the senses of sense and sensibility, vulnerability and sensitivity. And then you have this cosmic sensory input to where you're able to peer into that black cosmic hole that you are. And you're able to see that everything is being generated because of the direct experience of God's source energy, because God's source energy is the manifestation of life. God's source energy is the manifestation of all. God's source energy is energy itself. So when you tap into that energy, you're tapping into the heart of creation, you're tapping into the heart of the universe, you're tapping into God itself, because you're allowing yourself to be a creator God. So when you allow yourself to be a creator God, you will create at great rates of speed, and you will punctuate and set the tone for every experience that you immerse yourself in. So every experience that you immerse yourself in, you will absolutely make the most of it. You will make the most out of every experience, because then it will be a direct line to that frequency, a direct line to the cosmic abundance. And you're pulling from that source of creation, and you're not pulling from this side energy, you're not pulling from down here, you're pulling all the way up from the heavens. So when you allow yourself to tap into that radio frequency of God's source energy, your guides, your higher self, your angels, your dragons, your unicorns, all of that, when you have that direct line of perception that comes from the absolute, undeniable, incorruptible source of creation, that means that nothing can take away from that. Nothing can distort the creation that is there, that is present, that is alive here and now. And understanding that if you take one moment to understand that the experience that you have is not always the experience of God. It's not always the experience that you believe or you assume yourself to be. So a lot of the times we have to disassociate what we assume or how we are even here. Just because we're in this dimension does not mean that we are necessarily in it. So don't assume that you're here. Don't assume a position. Don't assume, because once we assume, we allow ourselves to be confused in a sense. So whenever we are confused, or we're having a moment of dysfunction, or being triggered, or feeling like that the world is against us, every time that we do that, we're taking ourselves out of direct experience with that line of source, that direct line of God's source energy, because we're channeling that knowledge and we're able to implement it from all of those hidden realms and all those universes and realms and aspects of ourselves, and we're able to implement it in a great way. So when you're able to adapt and implement and create and manifest and to accelerate and to expand upon every single moment that you have of your life, and you're able to just take it from here, but then you're able to take it and open it all the way up to where that the appearances, the objects, the relationship with your vibration is perfectly in sync with the theme, the narrative, the story, and also the way that you want your life to go. You're bending reality to the way that you want it, and you're finally having control over your life without having to be controlling. A lot of people think that they can control their lives by being controlling, by feeling like they have to plan out their entire life. They have to plan out everything. They have to plan out every second. They have to set their clock at a certain time. But just see how a person who wants to control their life, and see how they will react to the very fact that something gets changed in their routine. Something changes in their routine, and it really triggers them because they never tried something new. So a lot of people, when they have lives and they plan it out, they have a planner, they have a calendar, they plan everything out, and then one thing is off kilter, then the whole game changes and the whole flavor changes of your life. So it's always finding that different aspect of reality itself. It's finding that different culmination of crystallization of every type of experience. So this person is asking me, so yes, I can. You have to book an appointment with me. I have a $50 special. So understanding that you're able to connect all of the dots within your life by not being controlling, by not planning it out, by being spontaneous. Having true direct experience and seeing yourself as direct experience is literally understanding that you're the experience of all that there is. So if you're the experience of all that there is, then you can make the most out of every single experience. Experience itself is just waiting for you to want to experience the best. Yes, Bruce Moore, only $50 for 1 hour, psychic readings, healings, activation, Akashic records, whatever you need. I can be of service to you, and there will be healing energy at the end of this live, so if you wouldn't mind staying as well, but you don't have to. But the healing energy is free on this live feed. So when you think that you're experiencing another person and a person is experiencing you, that is a disassociation of what it means to be the divine. You are the I am experiencing other people's I ams, experiencing other people's energy, experiencing that causality, that generating different effects, generating different sensations, generating different lifetimes, and you're generating different spheres of energy. So you're not ever experiencing another person, and you're not even really experiencing yourself. But what you're directly experiencing within yourself is truthfully the appearances, the objects, the manifestations, the creations of life itself. You're the creation of life. You're the manifestation of life. You're the flower of life. So understanding that seeing yourself as that direct experience is seeing yourself as the creator of your reality. Seeing yourself as an oracle of love, light, and wisdom that's channeling its wisdom from its guides, from its higher self. When you are channeling that higher self and that higher resonance and that higher embodiment of God's source energy, you're allowing yourself to change what cannot be unchanged. The things that you think that are here are not really here. The things that you think are real are not real. They're actually just a figment of our imagination. So we can use our imagination to the greatest of our abilities if we really use it in a proper way. So everything is a figment of your imagination. It is a figment of just your thoughts. It's a figment of what you think life should be. So if you think life should be a certain way, then start thinking that way. Start living by your preferences. Start living by what really makes you feel good, what makes you feel in vibrational alignment, and let go and allow the universe to work on your behalf. Because once we do this, once we allow the universe to work on our behalf, then everything in our life changes as the direct experience of Source. So everything that you think that you experience, or everything that you think that you say because you thought that you had a thought that was generating your hand moving, but what was generating your hand moving? What was generating your words? What was allowing you to channel that divine essence? What was allowing you to be triggered? What was allowing you to be aware of that trigger? What was allowing you to tap in? What was allowing you to revitalize? What was allowing you to heal? So you got to use your imagination to the best of your ability, because you've been imagining all of these distorted, unconscious, unhealed patterns in your life for 20 or 30 years. So if you've been manifesting that, it's time to manifest things that are conscious. It's time to manifest things that are awareness, that are resonance, that are truthful, that are honest, that are coming from the heart, and it's not coming from the mind. But when the mind and the body and the spirit is completely aligned with itself, it knows what its direct experience is, and the direct experience of that I am presence is you becoming the channel of that God source energy that wants to know you and to realize and to heal and to integrate and to become itself once again. It wants to become itself and master itself in every type of way. So you need to call it, you need to declare it, you need to really just put it out into the ethers and know that there will be a correspondence, that it will be as above and so below. It will be everything that you've ever wanted to be. You just have to think that it can be magical. You have to believe that it can be magical. Because if you don't believe that it can be magical, then it's not going to happen for you. It's just not going to. And I'm saying this from direct experience because my older self was a pessimist. My older self was a pessimist. And a pessimist is actually self-sabotage. It's actually not grace whatsoever when you self-sabotage yourself. It's actually demeaning. It's actually denouncing the creation that is there. It's actually drawing it back instead of drawing it in. Instead of attracting it to you, you're actually detracting it from you. So you have to wholeheartedly believe in your heart and your mind and your body and your spirit. You have to completely believe in who you are and walk in it. And you have to know that what needs to be in your experience will always be in your experience. There will be reflections offered. There will be activations offered. There will be opportunities offered. There will be a set of relationships offered to you. And you chose this before you incarnated. You chose the mom and dad that really piss you off. You chose the uncle that really is there for you. You chose the girlfriends and the wives and the kids that you have in this reality. We all chose it. But there is a way to alter it itself. Because it could be set in stone. It could be something that you chose. But also timelines can shift. Timelines can change. Everything can change in a nanosecond, and then maybe you weren't supposed to have those kids. Maybe you were supposed to be of service to people. Maybe you were supposed to be a dad. Maybe you weren't supposed to be a dad. But it's realizing that if that was just a lower timeline and you escaped that timeline because you upped your vibration and you upped your direct experience in that direct line of the Creator, and you allowed yourself to immerse yourself in a different reality, a more absolute reality, an activation of the different senses, a heightening of everything. It's a euphoric feeling of ecstasy when you're allowing yourself to use multiplicity as a way of activating a sense of realization. So when you activate a sense of realization with this multiplicity, because there's multiple versions of yourself all the time that's having a direct experience as you. I've talked about this for years, but I'm going to repeat it because I have the habit of repeating myself. It's because you have 12 aspects of you. You have 12 aspects of yourself, the monad, the I am presence, in different realms, in different planes, in different universes. So no, I don't recommend taking ecstasy. Ecstasy can be channeled from your divine beingness. This is where you can meditate and you don't have to take any kind of substances. Some people do awaken from taking psychedelics, and I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. But there is a way that you can tap into that psychedelic state. Like I said, it can feel euphoric, it can feel like existential and internal ecstasy, meaning that you didn't have to have it from a man-made substance to put it in your system, meaning that you channeled it and you drawed the energy to you of that divine essence from the heavens to yourself. You allowed yourself to channel God and to tap into existential and internal bliss, ecstasy, happiness, joy, direct experience, that direct line of you tapping into the Creator, of tapping into the Oracle of Loveline Wisdom. And everything is very, very much, in a way, trying to get us to understand that okay, let's take what that person said and use it to our advantage. So, do you want to have a good trip? Do you want to have a good life? Do you want to have good sensations? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to live your best life now? Do you want to manifest? Do you want to activate more within yourself? Do you want to know yourself even further? Do you want to explore your past lifetimes? Do you want to really dedicate yourself and understand who you really are, and you want to help others tap into this wisdom, and you want to heal the world from hatred, and you want to expand upon this and help people in a big and different, expansive way? All it takes is one idea. All it takes is one look. All it takes is one set of actions, of motion, of manifestations, of just meditating. All it takes is just one moment of meditation, and you can be right into alignment with yourself. But you have to see that if you make your labor your love, then it's not a lot of work. A lot of people is like, that's a lot of work. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I can comfortably say that the divine always had me in the palm of my, not a lot of work. A lot of people is like, that's a lot of work. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I can comfortably say that the divine always had me in the palm of my, not a lot of work. A lot of people is like, that's a lot of work. I've been doing this for 3 years, and I can comfortably say that the divine always had me in the palm of my, and I can comfortably say that the divine always had me in the palm of my. So let me know if the connection is good. So if you make meditation work, then you're making it something negative. So the amount of time that you stop making things negative. So is the connection good, ladies and gentlemen? It says it's good on my thing, so just let me know if the connection is good, or maybe I need to move the camera. Do I need to move the camera? Is it good? Is the connection good? Let me know if the connection is good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. Well, a lot of you have questions. A lot of you wonder what this guy with his hat on backwards is talking about. We're talking about spirituality. We're talking about tapping into our heart, tapping into our desires, tapping into who we are. So I want you guys to receive this healing meditation that we're about to do. So what I want you guys to do is to relax your neck, relax your arms, relax everything. Also, I have a $50 special that you guys can take on for 1 hour for psychic readings, healings, activation codes, downloads. My Cash App, White Wolf the Oracle, and PayPal, JAKOBDYLANWOLFE. If you want to take on a $50 special as well. So, without further ado, allow yourselves to breathe, allow yourselves to open up, and allow yourselves to take a big, deep breath. Exhale. And I want you to relax into yourselves, into the direct experience of Source, into that direct line of cosmic abundance. When you allow yourself to tap back into the source of all things, you're allowing the source of all things to tap back into you. You're allowing that mind and that body and that spirit to come back into itself. And you're allowing yourself to reshape and revamp your reality in a sense. So when you do this, you're allowing yourself to let go. You're allowing yourself to be whole again. You're tapping into the heart and allowing that heart activation to allow you to tap into words of wisdom. And you're allowing yourself to be of service. You're allowing yourself to be a high density being of consciousness. And you're allowing yourself to radiate abundance, to radiate love, to radiate prosperity, to emanate this light so that this light can shine forth to the entire universe. And when this light is shining so bright, and it's just piercing the veil of amnesia, and it's allowing our hearts to be healed once again, our distortions, our triggers, our anger, the amount of times that we feel like we're lacking of something, and we allow ourselves to start attracting. And we allow ourselves to let go every single day, little by little, piece by piece. So take a deep breath. Exhale. And allow yourself to use that law of subtraction. Subtract all the things out of your imagination that does not fit there, out of your life, the people, places, and things, and start using that law of addition. Start adding things into your life that really fit into the puzzle pieces of your creation. Allow yourselves to open up, to stretch, and allow yourself to have that direct experience of the I Am presence. Allow yourselves to recognize it, be cognizant of it, but also be able to really just accept that divinity, that charge, those signs, miracles, and wonders that can be appearances of your creation. But allow yourself to be experience itself. Allow yourself to be the experience before the experience happens. And know that the direct experience that has happened and was made manifested and also appeared within your awareness was the very fact that you showed up, that you were life itself, that you were the breath of fresh air, that you were the tree of life and not the tree of death. And allow it to be an authentic rearrangement of divine orchestration. So take a deep breath. Exhale. And allow that to activate the heightened senses of awareness. Allow it to complete you. Allow it to be everything that you've ever wanted. Because now you're following your wants, your desires, your empowerment, and you're allowing it to be everything. You're allowing it to be genuine once again. You're allowing it to be the very thing that inspires you. And you didn't put it on the back burner, but you placed it at the forefront, and you allowed it to be insight, which allowed you to have foresight. And you're able to understand this cryptic knowledge. You allowed yourself to experience this again so that you can make the most of this direct experience, that you can make the most of the moment, make the most of the illusion of time, to make the most of healing, of integration, of tapping into who you really are, and disassociating from what you are absolutely not. Take one last deep breath. Exhale. And when I snap my fingers, you'll come back to. You'll have a greater sense of clarity. You will know who you are, and you will become the oracle of love, light, and wisdom, which is God in human form. And so it is. No, we were just doing a meditation, so I appreciate you all for the likes, and yeah, we did that healing meditation, and I hope that you guys really enjoyed the message. I felt like it was an impromptu. This is White Wolf, and I hope that you guys understand that you guys can book a 1-hour special with me, $50, and you can get healing energy activation codes, downloads, Akashic records. And this person asked me, how do you meditate while on TikTok? Isn't it distracting? Genuine question. I'm not trying to troll. No, it's not distracting at all. It's just what my divine source tells me to do. It was an impromptu, and just wanted to do this and to allow you to understand that Nothing can change your direct experience. Only you allow your direct experience to be altered. The amount of times that you allow it to be altered, the amount of times that you change it and you up the frequency of it and you up the ante and you allow the theme and the narrative to be changed, and you realize that the direct experience of your I am presence that is activated through every sense of sensory cosmic input, and this realization that you are God manifested in the human form, in the human body, and that you are here to experience the absolute reality of experiencing. You are the observer observing, but you are the experiencer experiencing all of the heart of creation. So this is White Wolf. Thank you guys so much. My legs are asleep. So so if you guys are on this feed, we just got done doing a meditation. I want you guys to also see that I have a PayPal link here, Cash App link, where you can donate $50 for 1 hour appointments, activations, healing energy, Akashic records, whatever your heart desires. I'm going to allow the payment link to be in the description, just to remind you guys that if you need help, if you need a boost, if you need wisdom, or if you just need help, or if you need someone to talk to, that you have a psychic here offering its gift. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that, and just listen to your calling and listen to your divine source of creation and listen to who you are and follow that breadcrumb trail of excitement, and it will never fail you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for sharing out. This is White Wolf. God bless and namaste.